back. If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Scott Aromatico, and we review all things having to do with fragrances, and we just have a good time. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. Well, as you can tell from the thumbnail that you just clicked on, today we're going to be talking about my top 10 fresh aquatic niche fragrances as of right now. That's subject to change in the next week or two based on my mood. I love doing this topic, and I've already done this topic a couple times, especially this summer. I think I did a reel not too long ago of my 15 favorite aquatic fragrances, but it was a 1-minute reel, didn't get a lot of views. And then I also did my top 10 favorite fragrances that smell like the sea. But today we're gonna focus on niche fragrances and the aquatic ones in particular. So let's go ahead and get started. The first fragrance I'm gonna talk about, I know you guys can get me on a technicality, really isn't a niche fragrance. It is more of a luxury fragrance. I get it, it's kind of in that designer category, but in my defense, this is a fragrance you cannot buy in discounters. You can't get it at a Dillard's, you can't get it at a box store. You can only buy this one from Louis Vuitton. And that's right, I'm talking about Afternoon Swim. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love this fragrance. And basically what you're getting from this fragrance is just a whole lot of fresh, juicy, sweet, uplifting citruses. All kinds of citruses in this fragrance. That's basically the gist of this. Citruses and aquatic notes, not sea notes, not like a salty vibe, but just like an afternoon dip in the pool. Just fresh, aquatic, just smells so amazing. This really is the definition of a refreshing fragrance because it just makes you feel so good. Now, light on performance, yes. Light on projection, yes. This is one of those fragrances that's just about the scent. And sometimes I'm here for it. Sometimes I'm okay with a fragrance that smells as good as this one does. So juicy and so sweet, very youthful, very playful, very casual fragrance. This fragrance probably lasts 4 to 5 hours on a good day. It projects at about an arm's length, and it kind of becomes a skin scent about 2 hours in. But I really love this fragrance. The first couple hours I wear it, you're going to get compliments. People are going to notice it. But this one is just so fun, playful, flirty, and just is so refreshing. So I had to keep it on the list. And yes, I know it's not technically a niche fragrance, but like I said, you can only get these on a Louis Vuitton or from a private seller who's selling his collection on Mercari or eBay or whatever the case may be. So for that reason, I'm going to include it. It's a $300 fragrance, and it smells freaking fantastic. I love discovering these new houses. What about you guys? I love just discovering these indie niche houses, these guys that have a dream, these ladies that have a dream, and they're putting themselves out there, and man, they're making some really amazing products. And as of right now, Scent Journey is tearing it up. Have you guys tried this fragrance right here called LIDO Life? If you haven't tried it, do not sleep on this company. They make some amazing fragrances, and they have this really cool island vibe. Like the owner's out of Florida, out of South Florida, and he just makes some amazing fragrances. I just reviewed a fragrance called Rotan Ruins that smells like bananas and chocolate and rum. Amazing. Maybe you guys have heard of cocktails and catamarans, but LIDO Life, that is the pool life. That is the aquatic life. People who love hanging out by the lake, the pool, the ocean, whatever the case may be, that is the definition of LIDO Life. And this one is so good because it has all those citruses on the top. You've got orange and lemon and lime, and then it gets kind of soothing with that mint. Just that mint really goes so well with the citruses. And then you got a little bit of ylang ylang, a pop of ginger, and then just lots of musk and warming amber. Oh, this one is good. It's addictive. It is so good. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. This projects at an arm's length. And the best way I know how to describe this fragrance is smooth. So smooth and blended so good. It is a really refreshing, fresh, citrusy aquatic fragrance. You guys have got to try this one. Definitely check out Scent Journey and LIDO Life. Amazing. All right, another amazing aquatic-ish, fresh, citrusy fragrance. Man, this one is so good, guys. You guys all know about BDK Parfums, right? Man, Citrus Riviera. Wow. I mean, wow. Again, another citrus-heavy fragrance. Lemon, lots of mandarin. Then I love that, fizzy neroli that's in this one. This has also got a fun note with the fig. The fig really makes it nice. And then it's got that unusual scent of strawberry that not a lot of fragrances have. It's got those aquatic notes, musky, And then the vetiver is so clean and fresh on the dry down. Love this one. I get about 4 to 6 hours on my skin, projects at about an arm's length. That's one of the things about these fragrances. You know, I know when you buy niche and you spend a lot of money on luxury, you want them to be beast mode. Unfortunately, it's really hard to make citruses last a long time. It's just a problem they have. Now, me personally, I know a lot of you are into performance and things being beast mode and projecting, but a lot of times summer scents are just hard to do. I get it. And when you spend like 150, 200, 300, you want them to go beast mode. I get it, but I really love the way this smells. It is so good, and if you guys haven't tried it, definitely get a sample. Citrus Riviera is just amazing. Next one I'm gonna talk about, love the presentation of these bottles. Another indie niche fragrance house that really cares about the details. These bottles are heavy, the caps are heavy, and just the attention to detail is so cool. Guys, check this out. Gold flakes in it, right? You got the sunburst in the back. And look at this cap. Right? Really, really cool. This one is Atelier d'Ors Riviera Lazuli. Wow. Love this one. Isn't that presentation just so cool? Anyways, again, the same theme, lots of citrus. I really noticed the zesty lemon in this one, and it's got a very aromatic vibe to it. Like a lot of cypress and a lot of fir in this one to just kind of like mimic a sea breeze through the cypress trees, and it does a good job of doing that. One of the things I like about this fragrance is it isn't just fresh and aquatic and sweet. It's also got a really nice incense note that makes it a little bit dark, a little bit mysterious. And to me, I feel like you could wear this one all year round because of that incense note. I get it. This fragrance is not very unique. It's kind of been done before, but it is so well made and so bright and so cheery. For that reason, it had to make the list. All right, guys, the next one on the list. We all love the house Nishane. If you don't know about Nishane, definitely give them a try. They make some amazing summer bangers, and this one is no different. This one is Nishane Ege. Wow. This fragrance is good because it, you know, I know it's not unusual. They really took their time and made an amazing fragrance. I love that yuzu in the top. It's really got a nice bitterness, and then you mix it in with that mint and that powdery violet leaf, and then it's got that unusual licorice note. This has got a very shower gel vibe, but it just smells so good. It's made right, it's blended to perfection. Again, not super unique. You're gonna smell like you're fresh out of the shower. It's got a nice aquatic vibe, it's clean. I just love the way this one smells. It smells so fresh and aquatic, just like you're spending your time on the Greek islands and the Mediterranean. That's what this one reminds me of. All right, next fragrance on the list might be a little unusual. I think some of those other ones you've probably heard of, but if you guys don't know by now, there's a company called Les Elixirs, and this one is aptly named Aqua. This bottle is so heavy. This fragrance is made so well. It's a little bit on the pricey side, I know, but it's a great fragrance. When you spray this fragrance right off the top, you're gonna get some nice, beautiful orange. There's a really bright and sparkling pear note that just so vibrant and so good. There's even a melon accord as well. And then this fragrance kind of, as it starts to dry down, becomes ozonic. And then you got those fresh aquatic notes. It's musky, and on the dry down, it's a little bit earthy and a little bit woody. I love this fragrance. You definitely need to add this in your collection. It is the perfect summertime fragrance. I get about 6 to 8 hours on my skin, and it projects at about an arm's length. This one is so fresh and aquatic. You guys are gonna love it. All right, next one on the list is, it's been in some of my videos before for good reason, because I think this is a great quality fragrance. And again, you guys might be able to get me on a technicality. Some people say it's niche, others say it's not. But if you look up Replica online, they will tell you that this is meant to be a niche fragrance. And this is Maison Margiela Replica Sailing Day. I love this fragrance. I have taken it on many vacations, and it is so good because as soon as you spray it, you're going to smell that fresh sea breeze, that fresh aquatic sea note lingering right out of the gates, okay? Then it's got some aldehydes. It's got a little bit of aromatic touch from the juniper. There is some seaweed in here, but this is not fishy at all, man. To me, this smells like a really amazing Nautica Voyage, like a better quality Nautica Voyage. Although I love Nautica Voyage, it's just a little bit better quality. There's some ambergris, some amberwood, and then as it starts to dry down, you get a little masculine touch of cedarwood, giving it that dry, earthy, woody sensation on the dry down. One of my favorites, lasts about 6 to 8 hours, projects really good. This is a good starter niche fragrance, and you can always find these at a really good price. All right, next fragrance on my list is one of my favorites because it's by a master perfumer. That's right, this one is called Aqua Sexius, and it is by the amazing Cecile Zaharoff. Had a chance to meet her in New York last year. This fragrance is absolutely fantastic. It smells unlike anything in my collection, and I know that sounds weird because a lot of aquatics smell similar, but this one is just so good. You start off with a lot of citrus up top, you know, that really nice grapefruit, then you get an orange, lots of orange, mandarin, just sweet orange, and then it's got an unusual fig note. And then what I like about it is it has a calming tea note that's so relaxing and has these soothing, calming vibes that just smell so amazing. And then you've got the aquatic notes, of course, some aromatic touch coming from the pine needles. It's musky, it's mossy, it's woody. Just smells so good. It kind of reminds me, this fragrance kind of reminds me of a wet stone. I know that sounds unusual, but I really love that smell. Do you guys have some unusual scents that you like? Like, I like the way a wet stone smells. I like the way it smells after it rains. What are some unusual fragrances or scents that you like grass or gasoline? You know, comment down below. Some people like that new car smell. I kind of like the way wet stone smells, and this kind of reminds me of that for some weird reason, but this is a great fragrance to have in your collection. All right. Next fragrance on the list is a staple in a lot of my countdown videos for summer fragrances, fresh fragrances, niche fragrances, aquatic fragrances. I think you guys all know about the company from Australia, Goldfield and Banks. I know Demi Rawling promotes this company. I really love this one. This one is called Pacific Rock Moss. So good. I always say that this fragrance reminds me of, if you can just imagine, you know, you're walking along the shoreline, there might be some jagged rocks, the waves come up and hit those rocks, the sea spray falls in the air, and the wind carries that sea spray and it hits you and it just refreshes you on a hot summer day. That's what this one reminds me of. If you can just kind of imagine that, you can hear the seagulls in the air. This one just smells so good, man. There's lemon, there's moss, it's aquatic. And like I said, it is like a beautiful sea breeze. One of my favorites, and I know there are some brand new fragrances out from this company, and they have more coming, guys. They have some amazing offerings. This is from another master perfumer, Richard Herpon. This is Precious Liquid. This is called Blue Agave. This is one of my favorites. It really is. I'm not just saying that. Blue Agave just smells unlike anything I've ever smelled. It's so addicting, so tranquil, so refreshing. It's got that blue agave note. It's sweet. Then there's that sea salt mixed with the lime and the blue agave. And then there's driftwood, giving it a slightly salty, dry sensation. And then you got the aromatic bay leaf. This one is so good, guys. Big things are coming, so stay tuned for Precious Liquids. I know some cool things are coming. I got to talk to the owner a little bit about it, guys. Stay tuned. This one is amazing. My top 10 fresh aquatic fragrances, and if I wanted to throw in 2 honorable mentions, I guess I'll throw in this one right here, Zaharoff's 40 Knots. This one is so good. It's got a lot of amber, a lot of woods, and a little bit of an aquatic note in here, but this one is definitely worth an honorable mention. And then last but not least, one of my favorite fragrance houses, Zoologist, Seahorse. An amazing offering. I love this fragrance. I love this presentation. This is a fresh, aquatic, deep under the water smell. I love this one. It's so good. So it's worth an honorable mention. All right, guys, what are some of your favorite aquatic niche fragrances? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you got any value from this video whatsoever, leave a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button right there and hit those bell notifications off to the side. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope wherever you all are, you are finding peace and happiness. This is Scott Aromatico, out.